I love her.
Thank you,
Kiran, what
Kiranji.
makes you come back to the show again and again?
Because the show is all about Kiranji. Let me tell
for
you that.
Rakesh, that's not true.
No, but it is. The show would be incomplete without Kiranji. I don't
It would be
think.
incomplete without you also, Malaika.
That's very sweet. But I feel you are the. I mean, I've spoken out of
it's
turn
okay.
over here, but you are the face. You are the epitome of everything that goes with India's Got Talent.
How kind of you to say that. I must tell you that I enjoy working with Malaika and Karan both very much. We have a great time sitting there, apas mein. And the wonderful talent that comes on the show is what brings me back to it again and again. इतना कमाल का talent आता है और जगह जगह से आता है. It comes from छोटा शहर, गांव, big cities, people wanting to showcase, people wanting to express. I enjoy that very much, and that's what brings me back to it, because I feel I'm a part of a process of giving a platform to people from all walks of life who haven't had the opportunity to express themselves, and they can do it over here. So I think that's why. I think also the fact that these two are the judges. I really enjoy myself
Let
with
me
them.
tell you, हम बहुत घंटों के लिए हम shoot करते हैं. Like it's
Seriously.
not easy. Very very long hours, and then to sit with people who, God forbid, if you don't get along with, मतलब can be the most tiring.
Or people who are really boring.
Boring. It can be very very difficult. But the
Yes.
good thing is हम तीनों की tuning, हम तीनों
बहुत
की
अच्छी है.
touch wood बहुत
Touch
अच्छी
wood.
है, बहुत मजा आता है. And I always say this every time someone asks me. I think in the last 5 years I've learned a lot from watching Kiranji and Karan.
Oh,
Both of
kind.
them have very very distinct personalities, and I have learned a lot from both of them. For one, I can definitely say my Hindi is much better now than it was then.
That's true.
मतलब
That's true.
इतने सारे शब्द जो मैंने सीखा है, I think my vocabulary.
मैंने सीखा है, मैंने सीखे हैं नहीं, मैंने सीखा है,
हाँ,
सीखे हैं.
सीखे हैं,
हाँ.
and मेरा vocabulary जो है much better हो चुका है, and I think that is a good
That's
thing.
true.
I have to credit Kiranji for that, and I think both of them, and I think Karan has such an amazing sense of humor, such a wonderful clarity of thought, and I just purely like watching and hearing them. For me, that is a learning
And I
process.
just love it when somebody asks Malaika to dance, because she dances so beautifully कि नजर ही नहीं हटती है. मुझे इतना मजा आता है. I think I'm cheering the most when you're dancing.
And I wait for Kiranji to fire somebody because I swear कि हवा टाइट हो जाती है मुझ पे.
मजा आता है ना.
That's my most favorite when you're firing someone.
I'm firing all the time. Very bad.
Initially, when people come and show stunts, you get scared.
Very scared I get.
Abhi,
Yes.
I mean, you got used to
नहीं नहीं, जब वो लोग हाइट से कुछ करते हैं ना, मुझे बहुत डर लगता है. मुझे लगता है ये गिर ना जाए. It's an instinct. So I myself am scared of heights. So I feel very scared. Suppose this person falls, and I just think of their mother or their father, and they feel किसी का बच्चा है, या you know. And I hate it when they do stupid stunts. कोई सुई चुबा रहा है, कोई ट्यूबलाइट मार रहा है. I want to slap them. Then my favorite line is, इतना ही शौक है खुद को तकलीफ देने का, आर्मी में जाओ,
जाओ भर्ती कर लो.
भर्ती हो जाओ. ये सब नहीं करना.
Malaika and Kiran ma'am both, considering what's happening currently in the industry, and you both have been, people look up to you as individuals, as actors, as a person who's
As women.
strongly, as women. So what do you have to say about the movement that is catching up in the industry, and do you think banning a person or starting a project completely is the solution?
Malaika, would you like to take it? Or do you want
No,
me to
no,
take it?
go ahead, Kiranji. You've been in the industry long enough.
You see, according to me, it's not just about the industry. It's about the world. ये पूरी दुनिया में हो रहा है. ये सिर्फ फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में नहीं हो रहा. ये आपके मीडिया हाउसेस में भी हो रहा है. ये कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिसेज में भी हो रहा है. ये
Schools में हो रहा है.
एंड कॉलेजेस में हो रहा है. ये गांव में हो रहा है. ये शहरों में हो रहा है. ये सब जगह हो रहा है. एक लॉ है called the Vishakha Guidelines. Vishakha Guidelines are supposed to be there in every institution, whether it is an office, whether it is a industry, whether it is anywhere, in every production house, they should be followed. जिसके साथ भी ऐसा होता है, they should complain immediately, and they are supposed to, the institution is supposed to investigate it immediately. So वो होना चाहिए. If you are not following the Vishakha guidelines, then you are making a mistake. और जो इतने साल वेट करते हैं, उनको पहले ही इसके बारे में बोल देना चाहिए ताकि यू स्टेम इट राइट इन द बिगिनिंग और ये आगे ना बढ़े बात। ये अनफॉर्चुनेटली जो माइंडसेट है ना उसके कारण होता है। वाई इज़ रेप हैपनिंग इन द वर्ल्ड? वाई डिड इट हैपन टू निर्भया इन दिल्ली? व्हाट हैपन टू हर? वाई आर चिल्ड्रन रेप्ड? Why are people abducted? Why are there honor killings? It's the same mindset which feels a sense of power over the woman, entitlement and disrespect for the woman. तो मुझे लगता है कि अगर आप इससे पहले ही इसके बारे में आवाज़ उठाएं, इतना इंतज़ार ना करें, तो वो बेटर होगा सबके लिए. And every institution must enforce the विशाखा गाइडलाइंस, क्योंकि देश में लॉज हैं इसके अगेंस्ट. अगर आप उससे एनफोर्स ही नहीं करेंगे, आप उन लोगों की नज़रों में ही नहीं लाएंगे कि ये हो रहा है, तो सोशल मीडिया पे मूवमेंट चलाकर भी कितना कर लेंगे आप, मुझे बताइए. बहुत सारे लोग अभी भी छूट जाएंगे, बहुत सारे लोग, कोई झूठ भी बोल सकता है, कोई सच भी बोल सकता है. इट हैज़ टू बी इन्वेस्टिगेटेड वट एवर इट इज़, एंड द विशाखा गाइडलाइंस आर वेरी क्लियर अबाउट इट. What happened to, in the case of Mr. Tarun Tejpal some years ago, that there also the Vishaka guidelines were not implemented earlier. So it needs to be implemented right from the beginning, taki nobody does it. Nobody takes this liberty, and people know their limits.
And
that's
also,
what
as for someone like, I have a son. So does Kiran ji, and I think that is something very important, that you have to start at root level. When they are kids, you have to tell them, you have to respect women. You cannot take women for granted. You cannot think that women are like play objects. Because unfortunately, I think that is the mindset. Like we said, there's a sense of entitlement. You have power over women, that you can suppress women, that you can literally, daba ke rakh sakte hain. That is where it has to change. When they are children, when they are kids, you can't expect at 40, 50 or whatever, ki you have a certain set of, you watch things, you see things, you get influenced. But if you start at the very beginning and tell your child, tell your son that you have to treat women right, you have to treat them with respect, hopefully that will change generations to come.
You rightly mentioned that this is not just restricted to film industry but everywhere. Mr. Akbar's name has come, and everyone is waiting what the government would be doing. What do you think should be the right action taken against it?
Well, the Vishaka guidelines are very much there. The government has made a committee. Maneka Gandhi has announced that committee with retired judges and all. And everywhere there are allegations. I'm sure it will be investigated. And both sides will be allowed to put their point of view across. As we all know, Mr. Akbar is not in India right now. And I'm sure when he comes back, you will get the answers for that. I am the member of Parliament of Chandigarh. I'm not in the cabinet. So I'm not privy to what's happening there. And right now I'm shooting for India's Got Talent. So when this whole thing broke, and I saw it on TV the same way as you people did, but I'm sure they will look into it.
And Kiran, I'm worked with Sajid. His name is also here. So, what as an industry insider, what is your reaction to names like these when it comes to, because you guys know each other for years?
Look, but I've known him for many years. जब तक मेरे साथ कुछ नहीं हुआ है तो मैं उसके बारे में बोल नहीं सकती हूँ. अब उसमें कितना सच है, क्या है, that only Sajid can answer, or the young ladies who have made the allegations. I don't think it is right for me to comment on what is put on social media about somebody, because I have not seen it with my eyes and I have not experienced it. Still, the women must have their say, and I respect the girls who have come out and called out that this is what has happened with us. Though I wish they had done it when it was happening.
Thank you.
I wish them. That's okay, I'm not uncomfortable with this, believe me. मैं जब झूठी नहीं बोल रही हूँ, मैं सच बोल रही हूँ, तो क्या फर्क पड़ता है? So, अभी प्लीज अभी साजिद के पीछे ही मत पड़िए. बहुत सारे लोग हैं, उनके बारे में भी बात करिए.
Why we don't need to target anybody?
But there are people from newspapers, there are people from television channels whose names are also in that list, right?
I just feel if
उनके बारे में भी सवाल पूछ लीजिए मेरे से.
If a woman has spoken up, I think you have to hear her. You have to give her that chance, hear her out, and if something has happened, I'm sure the law will take its course. And if you are at fault and to blame, you should be punished for what you've done. That's what I feel.
The show, Malaika spoke about the 9-year-old lady. She liked Karan ji. आपसे पूछना चाहते हैं, what kind of talent do you?
Oh, it's all lovely. Even I loved the old lady who was doing yoga, and I loved there was a show in which the 3D person was there, you know, he was
Vibhor.
Vibhor. He was doing graphics and performance, live performance together. That was very interesting. It was something completely new, and kabhi dekha nahi India's Got Talent par. That was lovely. There was a little group from my Chandigarh, from the economically weaker section of Dhanas. They were dancing brilliantly. I was so proud of them. There were people who were coming on and doing folk music in an innovative new style. And I love it when there is fusion of that kind. I think you love fusion also.
Love.
I love it because it gives to the new generation a part of the tradition that they might not find so interesting in a new way. So the tradition lives as well as something new is introduced.
You just present it in a different new way,
loved
which
all
is
that.
much nicer. And lots of women on the show this time.
Yeah.
Lots of talent
Yes.
shown by women. So I think for us that's just amazing.
And the women always,
Always shine.
and always come first in school, college, everywhere.
Always outdo.
You see all the lists. सब जगह पे girls हैं, you know.
Message for the viewers for this season.
अरे इसमें क्या व्यूज इतना मैसेजेस दे दिए
8 सीजन हो गए अभी ये 8वां सीजन है. You have to watch India's Got Talent. We start on the 20th of October every Saturday and Sunday at 10 p.m. So don't forget to watch India's Got Talent season.
बिग बॉस देखो उसके बाद देखते रहो
देखते रहो रात भर देखते रहो.
शनिवार का वार सलमान के साथ and what is that all
Yeah,
that something का वार किस चीज का वार है
वीकेंड का वार.
वीकेंड का वार
अब हमारे साथ भी वीकेंड.
हमारे साथ भी देखो वीकेंड का वार किसके ऊपर हम वार करते हैं और किसको हम जाने देते हैं आगे. But India's Got Talent is a magical show and you just can't miss it. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. And this time there's a lot of fun in it.
Thank you.